Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Q&A with Mamas Uncut, where we talk about motherhood, parenting, relationships, and all the things that you need to know, and we'll give you some advice. And don't worry, all of your questions that you send in always remain anonymous. Back again is Lisa and Mindy. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello.
You guys ready to give some more advice?
Yep.
All right, let's go. So I'm getting married in a month, and I'm having a lot of doubts. So my fiance has raised his nephew since he was 2, and he has a son with his nephew's mother. He told me the reason why he was close to his nephew is because his brother died, and he has nothing left to remember of his brother. I thought that his brother died when his nephew was a baby. However, that's not the case. His brother died about 4 years ago, so he didn't want to be alone and he hooked up with his brother's ex, and they have a son together. My issue is I don't feel like I should be placed behind a child that isn't his. For example, I asked for my fiance to spend the day with me on the anniversary of my mother's death. Instead, he spent the whole day with his nephew because it was his birthday. I get that he is family, and I have told him numerous times that his nephew needs to stop calling him daddy. I am super stressed to the point that I want to call the wedding off because I will always be in second place. Am I in the wrong?
Wow.
You want to handle this one, Mindy?
I mean, I'll take a stab at it.
I
Wow.
have some very strong feelings about this one.
Yeah. I mean, okay, here's the thing. This lady I don't think has been a mother before. I think it's safe to say she doesn't understand the needs of children very well. I'm trying to say this with all the kindness in my heart. So with that being said, yes, I think she is in the wrong. It doesn't matter. Okay, the thing with that's actually pretty common. I've heard of this happening quite a lot where someone in the family dies and then a sibling gets together with the person who died's spouse. I've actually heard of this happening a lot. I think it's a grief thing. I think it's a coping thing, and I totally understand. And like saying that it doesn't matter that the child wasn't a baby when their father died. They are still missing a father figure, and I think that that's amazing. I think you need to turn this on your head and think, I'm marrying someone who's committed to people in their life and who obviously is a committed, devoted person. And I think that those are great qualities to have, but I think she needs to have a change in thinking. Or if she's not willing to have that change in thinking, she needs to let him go because he's going to have this child in his life. And it's a half brother to his own son, too.
It's his son's brother.
Yeah, I think I actually know a lot of people that stepchildren, when they came over to the other parent's house, their other siblings from the other family would go with them because it was all a family unit, right?
Yeah.
You don't, if you don't have to separate that cohesion of siblings being together or whatever, just love them. Children need love, they need support, they need people that are caring for them. I love this fiance guy that he is there for this child. So I think either you need to change your way of thinking, or maybe you do need to call it off if you are having that problem, because it was also the child's birthday.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that that's a hard date, and having lost people that are close to me, I know that those days are hard, but one of you is the adult.
Yep. Could not have said it better, and you were very kind in your feedback. Would have been much more blunt.
I was trying to approach with love.
Look, bottom line, this guy, for all intents and purposes, has 2 children. Mm-hmm. And I think she needs to approach the situation in that manner, because it doesn't matter that it's the half brother to his son. It doesn't matter that it's his nephew. At the end of the day, this child that is part of his family needs a father figure and needs to have love and needs stability and needs all those things that a healthy kid needs to grow up with. And this guy's providing it, and he's stepping up, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yep. 10 points to Gryffindor.
Yes.
There's my nerd's gonna fly for a minute there. I really like this guy. I do. I think
totally.
Yeah. I cannot think of a other way to say this without it sounding harsh, but To me, this is coming off as jealous because
Yes.
you
That's
are
a good
spending
assessment.
the her fiance is now spending a lot of time also with the mother of his child because
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
wondered if that was factoring in as well. Good
yeah,
point.
I think it's a huge factor, and maybe she's just hiding behind the fact that like, oh, your nephew's not even your son, and you're putting
Mhm.
someone who's not your son before me. I think it's just something that she's hiding behind, and she doesn't want to have the honest conversation that it bothers her that he spends so much time with a woman that he had a child with.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that this could potentially work. This relationship can work if you're honest with yourself.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so I think you need to kind of maybe look in the mirror for a second before you make a huge life changing.
Yeah. And she needs to start loving that boy too.
That's
Both
well,
boys. The,
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, of course. So
she,
I'm just
she's
saying the
about to
one
be the
she's having
stepmom.
the issue with,
Yeah.
I think she needs to dig in and form a good relationship with that child because I don't think he could have anything but benefits from having another parental figure in his life.
Yeah. The reality is, in my opinion, what she's signing up for is to be the stepmom to two
Yep.
boys.
Yep. Agreed.
And that's a very big commitment. And it's not easy to do, but that is what she's signing up for.
And to be, engaged, odds are
Mhm.
you've been in each other's lives for a couple of years now, which, and if he is as close with the nephew as she's saying, then she's probably a big part of the nephew's life already too. And
Yeah.
so when you end this relationship, you're not just ending a relationship with a fiance, then it's something else you need to think about.
If you're jealous of a child, I think you always have to step back and say, what's going on in my brain?
Yeah.
I think if you're jealous or really having like resentment toward a child, you need to take a big step back and examine what's going on.
All right, guys, don't forget to send in your anonymous questions. Thanks.